Chaos.
Hey guys, Primal Chaos here. Welcome to the channel. Man, a while back I did a video by Blackbriar because you guys recommended it a bunch. And, you know, I was pleasantly surprised. Those guys, they have a flavor to them. I mean, it's really easy to categorize them, you know, among bands like Epica, Within Temptation, Nightwish, that sort of thing. But these guys, for at least from the sampling I got from Weakness and Lust, they have definitely their own flavor. And there's like a, you know, in fact, it's kind of a little bit more along the lines of what I'm familiar with Opeth, which isn't much. I listened to Blackwater Park many years ago, and it's one of those things I've got to get back to. I might actually have to start reacting to Opeth as well. That's been requested also. But they managed to nail this kind of witchy, oh God, how would you even begin to describe it? Horror, I think, sort of undersells it. It's kind of more of a creepy, it's like, there's like a despair kind of vibe to it, at least with Weakness and Lust. This song, as far as I'm aware, is part of a trilogy of songs that Weakness and Lust was involved in. So I figured if I'm going to go back and revisit Blackbriar, before I go and do anything sort of really way back in the past or anything, I'd like to sort of get to know the songs within this little pantomime sort of thing that they've got going on, because it's sort of a story that follows through. This one's older than Weakness and Lust from the way I understand it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I just want to also give a huge shout out to Blackbriar for contacting me based on the last video. They're officially the first band to ever contact me. I was excited when Charismatic Voice jumped into my comments. But man, hearing from an actual band is super great. As a musician myself, I 100% respect that. That's really cool. So this is called I'd Rather Burn. I'm not going to speculate on what it sounds like. I'm assuming stylistically it's going to have to be somewhat similar, even though it was from a different album, to the last song. But yeah, I'm excited to hear more. I've got to burn through some of their material in my reactions so that then I can listen to them in my life, because I really want to play more of their stuff, but I don't want to spoil any reactions. It's kind of the danger of having a reaction channel. So let's get through some stuff so that I can enjoy these guys on my own. Here we go. Blackbriar, I'd Rather Burn. Interesting. It's kind of music box style with childlike vocals. What a lush soundscape, right? And the way that built just then was amazing. But it's funny, like the imagery I can't get out of my head is like, I don't know whether you're brave or stupid if you're a superstitious man who's willing to tie a woman to a stake and set fire to her because you believe that she's a witch. You know, I think probably erring more on the side of stupid. Because if I saw this happening, walking along the thing here with these guys obviously leading her somewhere, I'd be like, you guys do you, man. I'm not getting involved in that mess. You know, because I'm feeling like there's going to be some people coming back from the dead, if you know what I'm saying. I want to hear that rise again, man. That was so cool. It's interesting, like I noticed through the first verse there, you've got this kind of like really structured sort of rhythm to that sort of, what is it? It's music box style sound, but is it piano or is it harpsichord? It's like bells, right? Yeah, it's like a really reverby, distant piano sound, right? And then so the interesting thing is there's like a straight rhythm to that, like a music box, but she's singing a little bit to a groove that's kind of swung a little bit like a kid on a swing would sing, right? You know, it's got that sort of flavor to it, and it makes it sound really topsy-turvy, and even more unsettling. That's what I mean. It's the details that these guys put in, even if it's unknowingly, that just sell the entire vibe, right? I'd be jealous if I wasn't so impressed, right? See, the swing is there in those little ding sort of. Yeah, okay, it's there in the music too. But maybe when like the rhythm comes in of more of like a it sort of flattens it out a little bit. I love those little triplet rolls. When did those choral vocals sneak in? I didn't even hear them come in. Yeah, they're like doubling her there. There it is there, wow. It's the confidence in her eyes that's unsettling. That's what I'm saying. If I saw that headed towards the funeral pyre or the stake to be burned, I'd be like, you guys are making a bit of a mistake here, and there's going to be some souls tortured. Let me jump back a bit. Cool effect. Wow. What a song. Hang around after the break. I've got plenty to talk about in this one. That's really cool. Hey guys, today's video is brought to you in part by Skillshare. Now, anyone who knows me will tell you that I have way too many interests and hobbies. I'm also what's known as an autodidact, which means I'm largely self-taught, but my interests vary wildly amongst an entire gamut of disciplines. Disciplines ranging from things like music production, composition, video production, YouTube content creation, 3D printing, 3D modeling, electronics, woodworking, drawing, painting, graphic design, computers and code. The list just goes on and on. And in order to become proficient in all of these disciplines, it's taken me a lifetime of skills gathered piecemeal here, there, and everywhere. By and large, it just takes so long to develop a skill level in any of those individual things. But it ain't the old days anymore. And today we've got services like Skillshare, a service that provides you with near limitless amounts of information for one small subscription fee. Seriously, all of their curated learning modules and lessons and classes. They're all available at your fingertips. What if you're a graphic designer and then one day you just need to learn something very specific in the world of spreadsheets? Your Skillshare account has you covered. And the courses are all curated, meaning that there's a standard level of competency required for anyone to be teaching a course. And the best part about all this is Skillshare offers free trials. So all you need to do is click the link in the description. It'll take you to their site and you can start learning right now. Or, like wait till after my video. But either way, look, Skillshare. Man, so that was at least in my experience so far, that was up to par with what I've seen. Again, beautifully composed, beautifully executed and produced. Like those backing vocals just sort of sneaking in, those choral vocals, I should say. There's just little delicate, detail-oriented little things in there, like those little triplet rolls to sort of give it sort of like that gallopy sort of energy, but still maintaining a slow, lumbering pace. And that's what keeps that sort of little swing that I was talking about in there as well, which kind of makes it sound nursery rhymey and sort of traditional sea shanty kind of, that might be pushing the definition a little bit, but just nailing the tone. That's what these guys do so well. They just nail the tone. One of the things that I will say is that I know that Zora gets compared quite often to Kate Bush, and it's really only in those sort of like swooping high, whenever she moves up to a high note, she's always got like a na 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 na. She sort of bends up to those notes in a way. Bending is a guitar term. She stretches up to those notes in a way that sort of sounds kooky and unique and interesting, and that was kind of like, for me anyway, that's that Kate Bush comparison. But that's kind of, other than the fact that she's kind of kooky and spooky, that's really the only comparison. It's just one of those things that's easy for your ear to latch onto and quantify, but she's definitely got her own sound, and I don't know of any other singer who fits the genre of their or the sound of their band so well and accurately as does Zora. She's just amazing. Dude, everything about this was absolutely beautiful. The clip, obviously, it's simple, it's basic, it's to the point, but it's still visceral. Those slow motion shots, those shots of her looking into the camera, are unsettling, but now all it means is I really want to jump in further and find out what other cards these guys have up their sleeve. Obviously, this is a first part of a part of a 3-part series, so there's not going to be a whole lot of diversity here, but I'm interested to hear where they go, if they have any other directions and stuff. And if they don't, that's fine too. There's so much to enjoy about what they're doing, but this is kind of invigorating my curiosity for moving further down this kind of like, this path of despair and sort of shipwreck abandoned kind of flavor of suspenseful dramatic horror, and again, that's like, Blackwater Park and albums like that, from Opeth. That was, I remember having this same sensation listening to that music back in the day, and so that's why I tie them together. But I'm interested to hear more. If you guys know of any other bands like this, even or any other Blackbriar songs that you know that I'm gonna love, because I was looking through and there's a lot to choose from. I had no idea their catalog was so diverse too. So that's cool as well. But let me know if you think of anything else that I might be interested in, because this is really cool and I really want to support these guys because I feel like they're not getting the attention they deserve. And that's saying something because they're getting attention. They're touring with big bands and they're doing some massive shows. So, but yeah, at least from the perspective of my channel, I'd love to see these guys, get the attention they deserve and get some more eyeballs on them as well. But yeah, anyway, phew, that's that's all I got time for. If you feel like I've brightened your day at all, feel free to support the channel by either buying me a coffee or if for an easier option, you can actually click the heart below the video in YouTube that says thanks, and you can donate directly there to support the channel. Those donations are going towards me sort of putting more effort into the channel, and also just, being able to give back with things like producing merch and things. If you want to support the channel, I feel like it's better if I can give you guys something in return. And if that's a cool piece of apparel or, like a Primal Chaos phone case or something goofy like that, I'd love to be able to sort of, make things like that happen. And also take the channel in new directions, come up with some new and interesting things that you guys might appreciate as well. So I really appreciate you guys sticking around. I love you guys, and stay primal. I'll catch you on the next one.